Hello everyone, let's get started. So let's start off with what's in my notification bar. So I have a bunch of cities over here, and along with the times, and then the times are associated with the weather. Okay, let's start off with what's on my dock. First I have Finder, next I have Calendar. Over here I have Final Cut Pro, which I use to edit videos. It's kind of similar to iMovie, but it's more robust and you can do a lot more stuff with it. Close this. Okay, next I have iTunes. iTunes is where I keep all my music. But yeah, that's iTunes. Next, I have this app called Flix Streaming for Netflix. It's basically what it says. You can stream Netflix from this app. So, and also with this app, you can, for example, you can click on here and click on details, and then you can see like reviews on this movie. So that's it for Flix Streaming for Netflix. Next, I have Game Capture HD. For example, if you want to record some gameplay from your PS4 or your Xbox, you can do that with this app. And Polymail happens to be my favorite email client at this point. I always try to like switch them around and see which one I like the best, but so far I like Polymail the best. So this is what the interface look like. I won't really get into my email and stuff for privacy reasons. So, but this is what the interface looks like. Just clean, nice and simple. Next I have Notes. I won't get into that. Next I have Parallels. Parallel, pretty much. Let me open it so you can see. I use this to go on Windows 7. You can also use this to go on like Chrome OS. You can go on Linux stuff. You can go on Android. A bunch of stuff you can go on here. So let me open Windows 7 real quick. So click Start. Now let me type in my password. Does that? Oh well. But yeah, this is Windows 7 for you, and you can go on whoops. I don't really like Internet Explorer, but let me just open Chrome. So sure, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. See? Okay. So let me get out of this. Just shut this down. Next we have photos. Keep all my photos in here. QuickTime, which I'm using to record this at this very moment. So see, I have QuickTime up here and it's recording the screen. This here is Skype. I know it doesn't look like a Skype icon, but most of these icons, for example, this icon, I switched it. This icon, I switched it. So if you want to learn how to do that, just comment below and then I'll show you how to do that. Next I have Safari, which is my default browser. Pretty simple. But yeah. Safari. Next I have Spotify. Spotify, I just use it to stream music. So pretty much Has a lot of playlists that you can choose from, a lot of different genres. You can come up here and see what's like trending in the United States and over the world and such. So let's click on top US. You can see all this that's trending, I guess. But I mainly use this to listen to a lot of dancehall music, so yeah, I use this to listen to a lot of dancehall. So that's Spotify. Quit out of that. Over here I have my downloads folder, then the trash. Let me show you all the other apps that I have. I have Adobe Reader. I like using Adobe Reader instead of using the default app, which is Preview. So let me just open a PDF real quick so you can see what it looks like in Adobe. Let me full screen this, and if I want to find something, let me see, headlights. Let's see. So yeah, I like using this much better than Preview. It's just my personal preference. Let me close this. And close this. Let's see. Next I have AnyTrans. Say for instance you have an old iPod and you want to transfer all that music to iTunes, or you want to transfer all that music to another phone. You can do this by using this app here. So you can transfer that old music to your iTunes or to a new phone or whatever. Have the App Store where you can download apps and all that good stuff. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Not calendar. Calculator, calendar. CleanMyMac is, let me show you. So CleanMyMac, pretty much you can scan through your system and see. Let me just do a quick scan, just demonstrate. So it's pretty much going to scan through my whole system and see what files I can delete. So I'll have that scanned and I'll come back to it. Next we have contacts, Dropbox, which is just like online storage. FaceTime is kind of like Skype, but Skype for iOS stuff. Next we have Final Cut Pro. I already showed you that. Game capture. I think this thing is done. So pretty much I have 3.11 gigabytes that I can delete. So I can just click clean right now, or I can go through all of this stuff. So I can go through system junk, click on review, and see if I want to delete all these stuff. So it's just a bunch of cache and all that. Photos are good. Well, this one is not compatible with photos. Mail, I don't use mail client, so the mail is clean. This is all junk stuff from iTunes. Let me review it real quick. So pretty much cache. And then trash can review before you delete. Just have like a bunch of videos in there to delete. Then large and old files. I'm not gonna delete any of these stuff. These are some what do they call it? Some audiobooks. But I'm not gonna delete anything. And also down here, uninstaller, you can use this to like delete apps. For example, let me delete Airmail because I don't use that. So it's gonna delete the app, and it's gonna delete all what do they call it? Every other stuff that's associated with this app. So I guess this app came with all these folders and stuff. So I'm just gonna click on install again, and then it pretty much uninstalled. Okay, that was CleanMyMac 3. Where am I? GIMP. GIMP is kind of like let me see, like a photo editor, kind of like Photoshop, but it's like really watered down. Probably it's going to take forever to open right now. Oh, spoke too soon. So you can come in here and like edit photos and all that. Yeah, I'm not really good with editing, but I use this from time to time. Quit that. Let's see, we have Google Chrome, iBooks, iTunes, I already showed you that. Mail, which I don't use. Maps, which I don't use. Messages. If I'm away from my phone, I'll use messages to like reply to people who message me on iMessage. Then we have Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Microsoft Word. Those are pretty simple, but I'll just open them real quick. Nah. So Excel, let's do a new Excel sheet. And let's do a blank one. So it's really simple, Excel. Then I already showed you this one, Notes, Parallel, Photo Boot if you want to take photos on your MacBook or iMac or whatever you're using. Next we have Photos. Oops. Close that. Yeah, I'm gonna close that. What else? Let's see. Polymail, I already showed you that. QuickTime, Reminders, Safari, Skype, Spotify. Transmission, you can use Transmission to download like torrents and all that. It's kind of like equivalent of BitTorrent. Then we have VLC Player. Say for example you have a video that can't work in iTunes because it's a different format. Most likely VLC Player will be able to play it. Then in here I just have a bunch of default apps which I don't use. So Activity Monitor, Automator, all this stuff which I don't really use. Only thing I really use in here is, I use Siri every now and then. I use Activity Monitor sometimes, and then I always use Bluetooth. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And this was Preview that I'm talking about earlier. You can use that to see PDFs and sign PDFs and all that, but I just use Adobe Reader. In here we have iWork. So we have Keynote, which is kind of like a PowerPoint presentation. And then we have Numbers, which is like Excel. Then we have Pages, which is like Microsoft Word. So let me open Keynote real quick so you can see the interface. Let's just do a new one. Let's see. I'll just do this one real quick, hardcover. So yeah, you can add slides, add this slide. Let's see, you can add, yeah, pretty much. It's just kind of like PowerPoint. I want to say this, nope. Let me show you Numbers real quick. Do a new document. Let's see, do a personal budget. You can go in here and just like change up stuff. So change this to 550. You can change the colors on this pie chart. You can change the colors on this bar graph and all that good stuff. So that's Numbers. Then I'll show you Pages real quick. Same concept, just as Microsoft Word. And just open another template. Let's see, I'll open this one. But yeah, really simple. Let's see what else we have. So in here I have Typist. If you want to learn how to type, you can, or type faster, you can use Typist. Then we have iZip if you want to archive a file or zip a file, you can do that. Then I have Handbrake. Handbrake is for, say for instance you have like, I'll just demonstrate. I think I have, don't check. Okay, say for instance you have a file like, okay, let me open this real quick. Say for instance you have a large video and you want to compress it a bit. So let's see how big this is. So this is almost, well, 2 gigabytes. So I'm going to try to compress it and see if it would be smaller. So that's 2 gigabytes right there. So I'm going to select this. and it's going to compress it to MP4, so I'm going to start that. And it shouldn't take too long. But yeah, I'll come back to that. Let's see what else we have in here. Then over here is just some apps that I was just testing out. So we have To Do, which is basically a to-do list. Then Wunderlist, I think it's kind of the same concept. Then we have Alfred. Alfred is kind of like Spotlight. So let me show you real quick. I don't like it that much, so I'm gonna delete it. I think it was Control Space. I don't remember. So pretty much you can type in anything in here. Let me see, Skyline. So you can type anything and just searches it. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of it since I already have Spotlight. So I'm pretty much gonna delete all these. Spark is another email client. Thunderbird is a Mozilla email client. Firefox is another browser. So I really don't use much of this stuff. And ItzyCal, let me show you. I'll use that. So ItzyCal is right here. So for example, if you want to add something in your calendar, you can just click on this right here and just add something. So do tests, location no, personal, all day, repeat, sure, every day. Let's put every 2 weeks, and then save that, and then that's gonna be in your calendar. So that's pretty much what's on my Mac. I'm gonna speed the process up with this, and then I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it's done, or how much did it compress when it's done. So from 2 gigabytes, this turned out to be 82 megabytes. So not bad. And that's it. Thank you for watching.